your boy a.dTHEweeb back with another video. Now in today's video we're gonna be doing what Kurama gave Naruto dojustu. Now I realized in the last part I pretty much forgot to tell you guys what the dojustu looks like, and it pretty much looks like this, but in like both his eyes. So yeah, when it's activated anyway. And then he can change it to whatever dojustu he pretty much copies and want to use. Like if he wants to use a Sharingan, he would just change it to that. Or if he wants to use like a something that has to do with his body, he can just use it without having to turn that off. But yeah. Anyways, last time, and this is pretty much Kurama, the Red Girl, and Haku and Rose, which if I remember correctly, I made her what's her name? Kaguya from the Kaguya clan, and Uchiha and Senju. So yeah, in the puberty Uchiha as well. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure in the last part, pretty much Haku and Naruto had a little bit of a fight, I guess you can say, like a little bit of showdown, I guess you can say. So yeah, pretty much Haku went back to Zabuza and stuff, healed him up and stuff like that, and Naruto just went back home and went to eat and stuff. And Inoue came and did the whole dumb thing, and pretty much Naruto just taught no jutsu to him and stuff like that. All this pretty much happened the same. So yeah, pretty much now Naruto still woke up late, beat the two bandits, and pretty much went to the bridge and stuff, and sees pretty much I'm pretty sure the team was Naruto, Sasuke, and Rose, right? So yeah, pretty much Naruto Sasuke get beat up by Haku as Kanin, and I'm gonna say Haku is still wearing the same thing as Kanin. So yeah, Sasuke still thinks a guy because he's dumb. So yeah, anyways, pretty much Haku pretty much pulls like a bunch of needles into Sasuke. Naruto goes in the ice mirror and pretty much says Haku, and she's like, how do you know it's me and stuff? And he's like, oh, I could never forget a beautiful face like yours. And she blushed and says, but how do you even know I'm a guy anyway? And Naruto says, well, I can sense it and stuff like that. And yeah, pretty much Naruto talks with her for a little bit, and then I'm gonna say pretty much Zabuza was about to get stabbed, and Haku was about to go in the way, but Naruto pretty much stopped him. And I'm gonna say Naruto pretty much went over there and what's it called? Since he copied he copied pretty much Rose's Mangekyo Sharingan, which is like the pure blooded slash like the main line, so you can have all the abilities. I want to say Naruto just Kamui's what's his name? Kakashi's Chidori away. He Kamui's that away, so it just pretty much a punch to Haku. So yeah. Anyways, that happens. I'm gonna say Kakashi, I'm pretty sure he was about to stab Zabuza in the chest, and Haku got in the way and stuff, so he stabbed him in the chest. So Kakashi kind of punched her in the chest. So Haku pretty much slapped him away. So yeah, that pretty much happens. Zabuza was about to cut Naruto and stuff, but Haku pretty much stopped him. And Zabuza was like, oh, you're two, you should disobey your master and stuff. And Naruto talks and shoots at him and stuff. And what's his name? Gato shows up. Pretty much Zabuza was about to do the whole redemption thing, but Naruto was like, chill out, and he activates his Mangekyo and just says Amaterasu, and pretty much burns the fuck out of all of them. But he leaves Gato then, and he tells Gato, if you don't want to die, then sign these papers. And he gives the paper to him, and Gato pretty much signs them. And the paper pretty much gives Naruto all of Gato's properties and stuff and money. So Naruto was like, well, alright, I'm not gonna kill you, but never say anything about these guys. And he throws them the villagers, and the villagers pretty much cut Gato down to pieces. So yeah. So yeah, that happens pretty much, and they pretty much Naruto offers Zabuza and Gato a house and to stay in the Leaf Village, and Zabuza seeing what Naruto just did by looking at them. He's like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to piss off that kid. He's probably gonna do something way worse if he actually like freaking used jutsu and shit. Like he just looked at them and they just pretty much died. So I don't want to be in this kid's bad side pretty much. So they pretty much go and stuff. And yeah, when they get there pretty much, I'm gonna say the Hidden Leaf Village did not know about Rose's heritage. So they pretty much call Naruto, Rose, and Haku and Zabuza into a council meeting pretty much. And they say Zabuza just has to pretty much have a humble member following him all the time pretty much, so they can make sure he's not doing anything fishy, which is understandable. And Haku, they say she has to join the CLA, and this is the same thing for Rose, which Haku says, nah, I'm good and stuff. And she says if there's anyone I would ever have to, do that stuff with, it would, she looks at Naruto and blushes, but she doesn't say it out loud. But all the council understand what they mean. And I'm gonna say Naruto, since he's friends with Kurama and stuff. Well, she's dating Kurama, so obviously they're friends. They already opened the cage and all that, so they can pretty much. Naruto can pretty much sense emotion, so he senses it, and pretty much wraps his arm around her waist, making her blush like Hinata level blushing. So yeah. The council says you still have to have like 3 other husbands and stuff. And Haku was like, didn't you hear me? If you try to force me into it, I'll leave. And they just shut up. And they pretty much try to do the same thing to Rose. And Rose says the exact same thing, pretty much. So yeah. And Rose says, and pretty much if I leave, I could just go to another village. And they would have the Senju, the Kaguya clan, and the pure-blooded Uchiha. And they're like, what's a pure-blooded Uchiha? And he explains how the half-blooded like copies and stuff. So yeah, he explains the whole thing, which is the civilian side was here and stuff. And I'm gonna say they pretty much Sasuke lost some respect. So yeah. And I'm gonna say Sasuke was actually there, and Sasuke comes out of the shadows and says, he points at Naruto and says, you, how dare you have these eyes and stuff like that. And I'm gonna say the council meeting looks at him confused and stuff, and he says, you, give those Sharingan eyes back and stuff. And everyone's like, what's Sharingan and stuff? It's now Uchiha and stuff. And Naruto activates his Sharingan and says, these, they don't belong to you or anything, so you don't have any freaking, you can't ultimately take out my eyes, what the hell and stuff. And he's like, you copied them from me and stuff. And Naruto's like, nah, actually I copied them from Rose, because she's a pure-blooded, unlike you, which is just a copy, and she's a lot better. So yeah, no, the only way I would ever actually do that is if Rose told me to. And yeah, it was like, nah, you don't need to take out your eyes and stuff. So yeah. they just pretty much Sasuke for us and the freaking talk of him just screaming, "Oh, you Chihas" and stuff. So yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna say Sakura's mom is like, "Well, you still need like two more wives, and my daughter Sakura would be a good wife and whatever." And Naruto almost pukes and says, "Hell no, I hate her and stuff." And I'm not going to see or Aaron. And even if I did, you couldn't choose who I would be with. Even though I already do have three girls in mind. And oh, thanks for subscribing, bro. And pretty much, there are like three girls. There's only two and stuff. And Naruto's like, you don't have to. You don't have to know who that third one is. Maybe you'll meet her one day, but not right now. And Kurama wakes up and pretty much starts laughing in his head, pretty much. But she was kind of enjoying the whole council meeting thing. So yeah. Council meeting pretty much ends and stuff, so yeah. They go out. I'm gonna send out to summons pretty much Kurama in her human form, so and then they all go on the triple or quadruple date, I guess you can say. I don't freaking know. And yeah, Haku's just, pretty much trying to get along with everybody and get in the harem. So yeah, that pretty much happens. And tell me if you guys want me to add anyone else in the harem. So yeah, but these girls are gonna be the main ones, to be honest. Yeah. Sorry for the background noise, bro. My freaking cousin is being loud as fuck. Sorry about that. I just can't redo the video because this is like my lunch break, so yeah. Anyways, pretty much, what's it called? Yeah, they get Team 7. I'm gonna say Haku pretty much volunteers are like a helper for Kakashi, so she's helping Team 7, so she's kind of like part of it. So yeah, but she's not like officially a member, but she's just like helping. So yeah, that's pretty much what she's doing. And Zabuza's just like I don't know, just a freaking Ambu member or something. Because he's like a silence killer, so it makes sense that he would be able to go out and kill people. So yeah. Anyways, pretty much they get to know about the training exam earlier because Haku already knew about it, so she just let them know. And yeah, and she says she's actually gonna participate as like a fourth member of the team. Wait, fourth. Yeah. And Sasuke is just pretty much doing whatever he did in canon, but a little bit more harder because he wants to pretty much what's it called? He wants to show that he's the better Uchiha. And she kind of wants to be friends with Rose, but he doesn't because he's a Senju. But he wants to be friends because he's a Uchiha, but he also doesn't want to be friends because she's a Senju. So yeah, he's kind of like you with her. Like if he what's it called? If she approaches him and he doesn't hate her, like her personality, he's like, okay, I can be friends, but if not, then we're enemies. So yeah, that's pretty much what's happening with that. And yeah, they pretty much go in. Oh yeah, they when Naruto and them was on a date, they saw Konohamaru getting beat up by Kanko and stuff. And Naruto pretty much just what's it called? Split blades and took out Konohamaru out of his hand and appeared behind Gaara and pretty much poked him. And I'm gonna say he was surprised and pretty much slipped off the tree. So yeah. the whole team was, the whole Gawa team was surprised and stuff, and Gawa asked for his name. And when Sasuke tried to do the whole entry thing, they'll say you late pretty much. Like there's a late entry and stuff. And I feel like they just completely enjoy him, pacing the living hell out of him. So yeah. And they pretty much go to the training exam and stuff. And what's it called? Oh, when they get there, pretty much the whole Sasuke getting his ass handed by Lee still happens. And yeah, now Lee doesn't challenge Naruto because he doesn't know about the whole thing with Naruto, him being able to copy dojustus. So yeah. And pretty much they go in. Ibiki still does the same moves and stuff. And wait, hold up. Yeah, this time when what's his name? Zanko, I think. Pretty much the sound ninja with the gauntlet from Orochimaru squad thingy. You're the one that got his, from the squad that got the sound ninja that got his arm almost ripped off. Yeah, this guy, he pretty much, when he tried to attack them for talking too loud or whatever, Naruto pretty much grabbed him and blocked the sound thing. Like, he pushed chakra into it, pretty much breaking it. Like, he messed up the sound wave, whatever that thing is. So yeah. So that was background noise, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. I really can't restart the video because if I do, I'm gonna have to go to class in like freaking, I don't know, 10 minutes. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Anyways, they pretty much go and stuff. And now it's when them get 10 out of 10. And pretty much, what's it called? Pretty much, Naruto and them go to the force of death after their uncle says the whole, whatever she said in canon, bro. So yeah. And she's displaying the whole heaven and earth skull, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Heaven and earth skulls, and I'm pretty sure they got earth skull in canon. No, I'm pretty sure they got heaven actually. So yeah, they get the heaven skull. I think it was in canon, and they go in the tuning inside the tuning exam and stuff, and they pretty much speed on it. Like they just go and I'm gonna say they just change to a freaking team and just beat the living hell out of them and goes away pretty much. And Orochimaru just still attacks and bites Sasuke immediately because yeah, and Naruto and them pretty much pushes him away after him biting Sasuke. He pretty much beat Orochimaru away pretty much. Like they beat him up and he has to pretty much retreat. So yeah, that happens. And yeah, pretty much they go in the tower, open the earth and heaven skulls. They actually arrive a little bit before Gaara, like freaking 10-20 seconds before Gaara. So yeah, what's it called? What's it called? I swear to God, there was a freaking. Before I started recording, it was freaking quiet as fuck, bro. And once I start recording, everyone starts making freaking noise, bro. Freaking gosh. Anyway, sorry about the background noise, but it just keeps happening every freaking time. I can't redo the video because it's freaking lunchtime, bro. Anyways, pretty much they go in the third preliminaries, whatever, and Naruto beats Kiba easily. I'm gonna say Haku. She fights, I don't know, freaking Kanko or something. and she beats Kanko pretty easily. And Rose fights, what's his name again? Shino, I believe. Wait, was it Shino? Who was supposed to fight Kanko and Kanen? Oh, no one. So I'm gonna say, what's his name? Rose fights Shino and beats him. And what's his name? Freaking Haku fights whatever the sound ninja that got his arm almost whipped off and beats him. So yeah, they go to the pretty much they'll go to a 1 month training. They just pretty much hang out with Naruto and date, and Haku is fully into the thing now. Like she's like in the whole group thing. Like the freaking they're like good friends with Haku and stuff now. Like the girls and Naruto's already dating them. So yeah. And she knows about the whole kurama thing and stuff, so yeah. Anyways, what's it called? Yes, this is how I'm gonna be leaving it up because it can't go any longer. Because my class is about to start in like 4 minutes, so yeah. Talk to you later.